Hey everyone, it's Dave, and this is Dave's Wreaths and Things. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you are a newcomer, or if you're a returning guest, everybody is welcome here at my channel. Today, I'm excited for this one. I have not shown you guys any embroidery hoop wreaths yet, so today I'm going to show you one embroidery hoop 5 different ways. Yes, that is right. It's the same hoop used 5 times. Actually, that's 10. 5. Only 5 times. So let's get to the video and I can get to show you what I created today using that embroidery hoop. DIY number 1, Burlap Pocket Hoop Wreath. So here's my hoop, and I have some burlap, and I'm just unattaching the 2 wooden wreath rings, really, and then I'm going to cut and square off my burlap. This is just burlap I had laying around extra from some wreaths that I made before, and I'm just going to overlap the piece. So it's one long piece, and I'm just overlapping it, and then I'm just going to take and just flatten it out, really, and just make sure it's nice and flat and a little bit even. I know it's uneven, but try to get them matching up. And then wrap it on the inside hoop. And then I'm just going to place that outside hoop on there and make sure that that burlap is covered all the way around. So I want it to cover the sides and at the bottom as well. And I just want to make sure it's nice and tight too. So before I tighten it up here, I want to make sure it's nice and taut as well. And then I just turn it over. I'm going to cut off that excess. Now what this will do with the fold is it's going to create a little pocket in there. And I'll show you in just a few seconds what I do with all my greenery is I just take it. I'm not going to glue it down or anything like that. That's the whole point of this video, is that you can do this over and over again using the same florals, using the same materials and everything. So you don't have to glue anything down. And boom, you're done. Virtually making a wreath in 5 minutes. So that is our little pocket hoop wreath. DIY number 2, pink peony hoop wreath. And we're using the exact same hoop, and I'm using a couple of the same florals and the same hoop like I said before. This is just ribbon, again, I had laying around. And I'm going to do pretty much the same thing. As I'm going to flatten it out and get it as flat as possible. I'm going to take apart that embroidery hoop wreath and I'm going to lay that ribbon right down, and this time I want it right in the center. So I'm just going to kind of piece it together and see where I like it. And as I put it down, I think, you know what, I want to have the flowers covering the little brass colored screw there at the top where you screw it all together. So I just moved that around. And again, I'm just pulling that ribbon through, making sure it's nice and tight, and then I'm going to tighten it up right at the top there. And you can see me pulling again, just making sure everything's nice and tight before I cut off the excess. And here you go, I'm just taking my scissors and cutting off that excess off there. And so far, I'm loving it. Now I'm going to take the florals, and I just used these florals for the DIY number 1, the pocket wreath. And my whole intention here is to show you that you can use the same florals, switching up ribbons every now and then, and you don't have to glue anything down. So this is 5 wreaths using pretty much the same hoop, embroidery hoop I should say, over and over again. So right now I'm just kind of placing everything, seeing where I want everything to go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this really thin floral wire, and this is what I'm going to use throughout these 5 projects. So first I wrap it around the stem, and then I'm going to wrap it around the hoop. Just give it a couple of good wraps around. And I want to make sure it doesn't move, obviously, because I'm, going to hang it up for a couple of weeks or whatever. And there we go. There's our first little floral attached. I'm going to attach the second floral, and I'm doing the same procedure, wrapping it around the stem, and then I'm going to wrap it around the wood ring. And lastly, I'm going to put my little peonies on there, and this one's a nice pretty pink peonies. I'm going to wrap that around And then what you're going to see me do, so I don't have to cut the stem of the flower, I'm just going to bend it over. And then that way, everything covers all the stems that are on the wreath. And my one little added bonus to this one is I'm going to take the remainder of my ribbon and I'm just going to do a really quick ribbon just by layering it over and over and over again until I'm done. So really, it's not the hardest or most complicated ribbon to make. I'm just going to take some more of that floral wire and I'm just going to wrap it around the center. But first what I'll do is I'll lay it down flat and then I'm going to scrunch up the center just to make it look a little bit prettier, I guess. So there you go. And once my wire's on the center, I'm just going to unfold them, fluff them up a bit, poof it up, and then attach it to my wreath. And boom. Second wreath done using the same embroidery hoop. How awesome is that, eh? I just love how the pink ribbon with the pink peonies, I love how this came out. I was just so happy with it. I hope you are too. And just to show you how quickly you can take these apart, you can just take all the wire off, undo it all, straighten out those stems. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep some of this wire as well and show you that I can reuse the wire, and so can you, to make the next wreath. So there you go, nice and quick. Undo that hoop, take the ribbon out, and we're all set and ready for our next project. DIY number 3, the lemon ribbon hoop wreath. Again, this is our 14-inch hoop wreath, and I have this ribbon that I just purchased from Canadian Craft Imports, and I love this ribbon. Now I'm just making another bow here, and since there's one good side and one bad side, or one side that we don't want to show, every time I bring the ribbon down, I'm going to twist it in the center to make sure that the good side shows. I'm not going to make this ribbon too big or too overly complicated with too many loops in it. So I think I do 4 loops on each side, and then I'm going to cut the ribbon and tie some of that floral wire in the center on this one. So my ribbon's all cut. I flatten it down, scrunch it in the center, grab some of that floral wire, and then I'm going to wrap it around, make sure it's nice and tight so that ribbon's not going to go anywhere. And I'm just going to unravel it and fluff up those ribbons a little bit more. And of course, you can keep this ribbon and use it in a different wreath if you want once you're done with this one, or you can keep it here. So here's the greenery that I'm going to use for this. And again, I want to reuse this greenery over and over again, so I'm not going to cut anything, I'm not going to glue anything down. I'm just going to kind of fiddle around with the placement. Once I have my placement in set, I use that floral wire, wrap it around, make sure it's nice and secured on there. And I'm going to take another piece as well and just put that other side to make sure it's spread out nice and evenly. So I wrap it around the stem a little bit, and then I'm going to wrap it around the wooden ring just to make sure everything is nice and secure. Once that's all done, I kind of fluff it up a little bit, and then I'm going to take that ribbon of mine, grab those floral wires, and I'm going to put it right in the center of where I have those 2 greenery. And then let's fluff up that ribbon a little bit, and boom! Another wreath done. Nice and simple, easy, elegant, and we're done. DIY number 4, white peony hoop wreath. So here we go. Again, this is the number 4, and then I have the same florals that I'm using, except this time I have a white peony, and I love this little black checkered ribbon. And I had this little sign that said laugh that I got from Michael's. It's just a small wooden sign painted white. So I'm going to do kind of the same thing we did with the pink peony hoop wreath. I want to have this black and white checkered print right in the center. So just going across the center, I lay it on the inner hoop, take the outer hoop, lay it down, and then I'm going to pull and make sure that inside ribbon is nice and tight so it's not going to go anywhere before I secure it down. And if you've never worked with embroidery hoop wreaths before, let me just say they are super easy, super fun, and I love working with them. Go try it. They are really fun to work with. So again, I'm just going to take the existing floral that I have. This time I'm bending the stem over because I'm not going to be putting a bow in there. So I want the greenery to be closer together. And then I'm just going to attach it to my hoop wreath with a couple of twists all the way around. Spread out that leaves and that greenery. And then I'm going to repeat the same process on the other side with the other greenery bundle. Once that's all done, I do the exact same thing with my white peonies. I'm going to lay that down, make sure it's got everything covered. I don't want any of the stems to show or the wires to show. And then I'm just going to finesse by wrapping that wire all the way around, making sure I don't catch any of the leaves or the florals in there. And once I'm done, I'm just going to kind of move everything around to the way I like it. Now, of course, if you want, you can totally glue all of this stuff down. Now, I'm going to cheat here a little bit with this laugh sign, and I am going to glue it down. But any of these, you can totally glue anything down and make it permanent for sure. So there we go. This is our little white peony sign that says laugh. So much fun. Just reading it makes me laugh, really. And again, here you go. You can just take it all apart like I am here. Just unravel everything. And once you get it all unraveled, you have that hoop wreath bare again. And then we can do a brand new kind of my original idea was just to kind of leave it here. But then I thought, maybe let's just do a little bit of a bow. So all I'm going to do is I have this spare piece of burlap laying around. I'm going to straighten it off, cut it off in a couple of different pieces here. And I just play around with it a little bit. I wanted it to be rustic. I didn't want to make it a perfect bow. And I wanted to use this buffalo plaid ribbon as well that I had left over. So I'm just going to put dovetails on that, and now I'm just going to kind of play around with making my rustic looking bow. And then once I kind of finally made up my mind how I want it to look, I'm just going to tie that all together. So here you can just see me. This is kind of my thought process and how I kind of come up with things sometimes. I have an idea in my head. I don't really know how to execute it, but finally I decide, yep, this is exactly what I want. And I'm going to take some twine, tie it all together, and then I'm just going to wrap the excess twine around and give that a nice rustic bow look to it, with a little modern farmhouse flair with that black and white buffalo checkered pattern that we all love and adore right now. So there you go. There's my little rustic bow. Very simple, a couple pieces of burlap, a couple ribbon, and I thought it turned out so cute. And what I thought, I'll just attach that onto my ring. So here we are, 24 hours later. I've trimmed off the excess. I have a bowl of water and an old rag, and all I'm going to do is soak that paper the white off. So that's just kind of the paper pulp portion. You just want to wipe that all off. And as you can see at the bottom there, I was a little bit too heavy-handed or heavy-fingered, and I took a little bit off. But what I'm just going to do here is, if it happens to you, I'm just going to take a small amount of acrylic paint, and this is just black acrylic paint, and I'm just going to cover that portion. I mean, luckily it happened to be in an area that was all black anyway, so I totally lucked out. Otherwise I would have had to done this over again. But look at how this turned out. I just love how the transfer turned out on the piece of wood. Oh, I just loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. So here you go. I decided to put my bow at the top, and my picture's just going to go in the center. And again, I'm just going to put a dab of glue on there. I don't know why I did it off camera, but I did a dab of glue on the bow as well. Put that on top, and boom, there you go. Our rustic photo on our hoop ring. Just so beautiful, I love it. And of course, the photo's the personal touch too, right? Here are the 5 hoop wreaths today. I am so excited with these hoop wreaths. I just love them to death. I hope you did too. If you did, maybe hit that like button and leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching today. Take care. Bye for now.